dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to mourn the passing of the SteelSeries Arctis Pro headset, which earlier today suffered a terrible fall and has an injury of which it may never recover. Howdy everyone, hello and welcome to this brief update video on the Black Show. It is not all doom and gloom, but I figured I'd let you guys know of, this happened this morning, which was pretty regretful. Those who've been watching on like Twitch streams and such will have noticed that I've mentioned a couple of times there was a fault that was appearing with the headset. I've had it for quite a little while now. Specifically on this part, there was just a crack that was starting to form from just like just general wear and tear. Earlier this morning, it slipped off the desk, fell, and split. And that was pretty bad. I don't know if necessarily I'll be able to super glue it to actually put it back together as like a backup headset, but I'm going to see what I can't do. Note that I said backup headset, because we went and got this instead. The internet is a wonderful, wonderful place. So I went and checked online on a reputable online distributor and found myself a pretty decent deal, actually, for another SteelSeries Arctis Pro. This one coming with the Game DAC, which I'm sure is going to rile up Jugs, because he had a go at me plenty about a year or so ago, and I said I didn't really care too much for the Game DAC, and, well, now I've got one. I've got to get used to it. It's kind of neat, actually. It's a neat little gizmo. How much use I'll let you get out of it, I don't know, but I have it, so great. I'm wearing it right now. It does feel a little bit different to the original headset, but I guess this is totally brand new. The previous headset I did get secondhand, although not very heavily used. But this is absolutely brand spanking new out the box. Never been touched, never been used, feels really damn good. The ear cushions are a little bit different though. I noticed. I don't know if that's particularly like a different design, specifically for the Arctis Pro, or if it's just a new design that they're going with for 2021. I'll need to look into that a little bit more. But regardless, yeah, this means I will actually be recording some Dead Space probably once I've done this video. I was intending to do it early today, but obviously headset snapped. So what could I do? I had to sit around and wait for this to come later today, which is all well and good. So that means Dead Space will be getting recorded later today. I'm hoping to get the first part of this up probably tomorrow, maybe Friday. Not entirely sure. Depends a little bit on how recording and or editing goes. Very much looking forward to delving into this, of course, now that Resident Evil 7 is done. And again, a huge thanks to everyone who watched along for that series. I really, really enjoyed RE7. Thought it was a lot of fun, great times, well spending of 40 hours or so of my life on this planet. And yeah, it makes you really, really eager for Village, which I will say, just going on like everything that we've seen and all like the media coverage and social media and everything else, I just do not see how RE Village is going to be terrible at all. I just think it's going to be a great game. I just really think it's going to be great. And if it's not a great game, there's going to be a serious explanation as to what the hell happened. Because I'd be absolutely stunned at this point if it's not fantastic. But we'll see a little bit more about the game probably in the next couple of months or so. I do have until basically mid-May now. I've got basically 3 months on the channel to do bits and pieces in the lead up to Village. So what is fairly likely to happen, I'm probably going to do Dead Space. And then it's not impossible I might well play Dead Space 2 immediately afterwards, depending on how I feel. Very, very possible that is what I'm going to do. Don't quote me on that, however, but we shall definitely see. That's a rough plan. That should take us to some point like late April, May, somewhere around there, right? I would imagine. Now, it will not be the only series that we're going to be doing on the channel. We're doing RTK still a little bit alongside with Alonzo Ryan, which has been very enjoyable, if somewhat chaotic recently, as all hell has broken loose. But we're going to be doing sort of a side series that has some relation to it, and that is courtesy of Mr. Blues Ree over on Patreon. And cheap plug alert, if you'd like to support the channel, you are more welcome to do so at patreon.com/BlackShow993 and make good, positive, life-affirming decisions like Mr. Blue Shree did last month. He has sponsored a LP series for the channel, which I wasn't expecting at all. Came out of left field, and has taken some effort to get working. And all I'm going to say is, you owe Alonzo Ryan probably a postcard in the mail thanking him for it, because this was a bit of a bitch to get running pretty well. But he's our sponsored for a series of Kessen II, which is if RTK is kind of like a more tactically sort of sounding sort of recreation of the history of the Three Kingdoms. Kessen II is like its zany partner, almost like a half cousin. It's a bit wacky. It's a little bit nonsensical. To say that it is quasi-historical is probably being polite. There are some things that make no sense whatsoever. But regardless, it doesn't particularly matter. It's a game that I definitely enjoyed when I played this way, way back. Alonso Ryan was actually involved, I believe, in working on the game, getting it to run fairly well on PCSX2, which is why I seek his help to getting the thing up and running. It was pretty difficult. I think I've got it working about as well as I realistically can. But yeah, it has been, I reckon, probably 12, 13 years since I last played this game. Yeah. I still have it though. I'm looking at it right now. It's a game I do have good memories of. Even again, it's a little bit on the wackier side. I think from a personal preference, I kind of preferred Kessen 3 a little bit, although I prefer Kessen 2's battle system, I think, to 3's. It's both very different. It doesn't matter. I'm going to probably get in recording on this probably next week is the plan. So I'll be getting that up for you, sir, and hopefully I can do it some justice. We will be doing 2 runs of the game. One as with Shu, with Liu Bei, trying to save his lovely betrothed Diao Chan, who should have been dead and or missing at this point. And then, of course, as Cao Cao, the man bent on world conquest and domination, who has actually quietly one of his side offers, actually one of my favorite actually in the Kessen series. But I'll talk about more of that when we get into the actual game. Should be good. Quickly moving on to Twitch as well, just as a quick heads up on here. We've been busy on this as well over the past couple of weeks or so. Finished off with Simpsons Hit and Run a couple of weeks ago, which was really nice. Just a classic blast to go through that again. Really enjoyed it. It was great times. We did spend a couple of hours or so on Saturday. Goodness me. Having a blast with the Resident Evil Reverse beta. The TLDR is that I actually reckon the game is okay, I guess. I don't know if it really needs to be more than okay. Probably not. It's kind of a little bit of a side thing. Is it what the series needs? Probably not. It's definitely not up my alleyway. Like Resistance was. Resistance really appealed to me as a game, and I really got a lot out of it. Reverse isn't quite so much my thing, but I guess it's kind of like fine. I'll be interested to see how much more it kind of it's looking to flesh itself out when we get into the into like May basically and see a bit more, but it should be fine. We are also, as well, on Sundays at the moment, making a return to the Jackbox Party Packs, which I've been doing, as you can see a little bit of footage from it up here, alongside with Skull & Co. We haven't touched them since October, as sort of a thank you to all the support we had over the course of September with the raffle. Yeah, we actually had some... it was pretty nice to get back onto it. It was good times. Peter, what are you doing? Give me the points, man. Give me the points. As I just donate them away, because I'm sure I get this question wrong. Pretty sure I did. Anyways, but yeah, so we're going to get on this over the next couple of weekends or so. And again, as always, anyone who wishes to participate, you're more welcome to. It's all a lot of fun, great entertainment. And the more we have, it's the better the games as well. Damn it. I really thought that was the right answer as well. I was like, piss. And then it turns out like it's thermometer. What is this? The world's tallest thermometer. What? Madness. So yeah, we're going to be doing that. I haven't yet decided what I'm going to be doing for the next couple of Fridays or so. I honestly don't know. I haven't really thought about it too much, I'll be brutally honest. It's something I need to sit down and work out. I've been busy sorting out other bits and pieces. I've had issues with like PayPal and bank accounts or whatever else. So I haven't really thought about it too much. Maybe we might find some spot to make like a return perhaps to, there's obviously that. We've also been doing stuff as well with like Monster From as well, with Scarl and Rogue and such. Maybe we might do some of that. But I'll work out what I'm going to be doing. Regardless, this is coming. And it should be really, really, really fucking good. And I'm very much looking forward to it. One last thing as well before we go, just a quick update on the YouTube itself and stuff that we're busy uploading. We are finishing off a couple of series. We have got a couple more episodes of the highlights from the raffle to go up into the YouTube. There's 2 or 3 of them left to go, I think. I think it's free. I can't remember off the top of my head. Obviously, RE7 is done. RTK is still ongoing with that. We are also uploading the rest of the Devil May Cry streams that I did back in December. We've uploaded 1 and 2. We've got free to upload as well. There is too much to do in one big dump, so I'm probably going to video dump, that is, by the way. Goodness me. I mean, I kind of set myself up there. That was pretty terrible. Anyways, yeah, it's going to be 2 or 3 kind of sections of uploading to get all that up. There's just a few too many videos. 3 is a pretty long game compared to 1 and 2. So yeah, that's a thing. But yeah, other than like basically Dead Space and Kessen and whatever else, which are kind of just in going on and chunting along basically until May. I haven't yet pre-ordered Village. The reason for that is I have not yet actually decided what console I'm going to play it on. Like, I don't know if I'm going to play it on, like, Xbox or if I'm going to play it for PC. I'm kind of waiting for the actual full specifications on PC to come out to kind of ascertain how well I'll be able to play and record at the same time. I reckon I probably can, and I imagine I probably will play PC. But I'm not as tied to platform as I was with Resident Evil 3 because I was bearing in mind with Resident Evil Resistance and who I was intending to play that with. I'm not so worried for Reverse. It kind of matters less. It's more important is the actual game itself. So I'll work that out when the information comes out and we'll sort it out basically then. So that's pretty much everything. So thank you, as always, to everyone for tuning in. I hope you all stay safe and everything. If you do wish to let me know of any questions, anything like that you can contact me with. As always, you can contact me in the comments section below. You can also contact me on the Twitter sphere at blackshadow993, which should be here. It is, thank goodness. And of course, we also have the Discord server as well. Which you can look to get involved in with all sorts of bits and pieces. No, I got them more recently than that. I'm pretty sure I did. For obviously every bits and pieces, our general chat, our guide for setting up Resident Evil Outbreak, and various bits and pieces. Son of a bitch. Yesterday, I confused the words jacuzzi and yakuza. Now I'm in hot water with the Japanese mafia. There's a new type of broom out. It's sweeping the nation. I'll see you soon.